Side chicks are winning. Wahala dey. This is a very big problem. Like, these ladies have said, Omo, we don't want to be mistresses anymore. We don't want to remain as mistresses. We want to be baby mamas. We want to upgrade to second wives. In fact, we want him to divorce his wife and bring us in. Like, they are now winning. Hi guys, this is here again. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Have you seen the news lately? Have you paid attention to your environment, to your neighborhood? These side chicks are not playing. My dear, they mean business. They have come out this time around and they've said, Omo, we are here to take over. And wives are crying. Why exactly are you crying as a wife? Look, baby girl, if you can't beat them, join them. Simple. No wonder some people say good girl no dey peel. Because from the look of things, these wife materials are busy suffering, cooking, cleaning, taking care of the family, doing everything. And they are still being served premium heartbreak. Ew. I see many wives complaining, oh, karma is going to catch up with side chicks, my dear. It's not like I don't believe in karma, but it seems like karma has gone on exile. These ladies are living lives. In fact, the worst part is that these men will just divorce their wives and marry side chicks these days. So these side chicks are winning. So me, I don't understand what people are saying, karma. Yes, and the worst part of it is that you hear people saying, hey, the cane they use in flogging the other wife is what they use in flogging the new wife. Hey, it's true. These side chicks even know it. These side chicks know that one day this man might leave them. That is why you see them. When they enter, they make sure they enjoy their stay so that if it ends, they know that, okay, my time don't finish, don't expire. Meanwhile, so many wives, if their husbands leave them, they are so angry because they never enjoyed the marriage. They were there doing suffer-head love. They were there doing wife materials. No, if you look back at their 3 or 4 or 5 or 20 years of marriage, is suffering. Meanwhile, the side chick of just 1 year, 2 years is enjoying that same man you suffered with. But come on, seriously, do you still want to be doing wife material, or you want to learn the tricks of the side chicks, or you want to learn how to live luxuriously and happily like these side chicks even while you are a wife? You see, your own is that you're even married, you have the ring, you know, many of you like ring now, and you see you're still married and you're a side chick. Like, what person? Waiting person. You want to learn or you don't want to learn? It's simple, my dear. Very simple. Oh yeah, let me be serious. First of all, before I start giving you guys the tips that these side chicks know that you don't know as a wife, I have to first tell you what life as a side chick means and the difference between them and you. I also tell you the life you are living. You that is why you are still out crying. I'll tell you the life you're living, the difference between them and you first, before I start giving you the tips. You get what I'm saying? First of all, these side chicks are being taken on vacation. To places like Dubai, you know, Seychelles, you know, all these nice places. Have you been on a vacation before as a wife? Many of you have never even crossed. You have not. Many of you don't even have visa. You have never entered a plane before. But my dear, your husband is carrying side chicks. Let me not say your husband. Those ones that their husbands have side chicks. They're busy carrying side chicks on vacation. You have nice clothes, nice jewelry. I know many of you don't, but guess what? Your husband's side chick has all these things and he bought it for them. That bone stretch is always wearing and posting on IG. My husband buy them all. Your husband bought it, paid in full, and he didn't even bat an eye. You even have a business. Oh, I forgot. Many of you are housewives. You don't even have a shop. But guess what? Side chick gets shop. Oh, she has boutiques, some have makeup studios, you know. Oh my God. Anyway, serious business. This is what you should do if you want to upgrade as a wife. If you want to become that trophy wife, that, you know, that wife of luxury. You want to live that suffer-head life of wife material. If you want to switch over to be a wife and a side chick on a one, tip number 1, make sure you are married to someone who loves you. I think this one is very obvious because, my dear, if the man does not love you, or if the man has already started carrying side chicks, it's almost too late. To tips might help you, but this one is for women who are still in love. Like, they don't want to, you know, be in that suffering zone. They don't want to hear tomorrow, oh, my husband took his side chick. Or young girls who are about getting married, who plan to get married, you know, this is tips for them. Make sure you marry somebody that loves you. So I don't want to say it 2 times because this is common sense. But 2, find something doing. Ensure that you have a business of your own. Be self-employed. If you don't have money to set up a business, my dear, ask your husband to help you set up a business. Because you see side chicks, they know they play. They are not joking. You see many of these side chicks, they have makeup studios, they have boutiques, they have, they sell human hair. They just have lots of businesses that they're doing these days. And your husbands are funding it. But you, the wife, you are happy. You say, hey, be a housewife. You say, oh, I want to be a housewife. You have not yet started. Get something doing. It's simple. It gives you your self-respect. At least the man knows that, this my wife has swag, she knows what she wants in life. So let me tell you one secret. If you have something doing, even your family members and his family members will respect you. Don't be lying, I'm not joking. When I say get something doing, I did not say you should become the full provider of the family. Because wife material people, they like to overdo. Independent woman, I say, I have money, I want to assist. My dear, unless it is absolutely necessary or is an emergency, please. This money is not because you want to become a provider. You are not the provider, you are not the man. Don't compete with the man. Let the man do his job. Number 3, do not overwork yourself. Let me explain. You see those things that you can make easier for yourself. Make sure that you make it easier. If there are jobs that you can outsource, like if a day you cannot wash the clothes, you call someone who will clean it, or you take it to the laundry. You get a washing machine, you ask your husband, please get me a washing machine. But sorry, if you're married to those husbands that used to say, oh, I can't, my wife will not wash with washing machine. My grandmother wash with her hand. My mother wash with her hand. I'm sorry for you if you're married to that. So that is why I said marry who loves you. Marry someone that has common sense. Anyway, if he doesn't agree, maybe you have money. Buy the washing machine for yourself so that you don't age before your time. You see, many of these men, they are younger than their wives, they are younger looking than their wives, and many of them even senior their wives up with 20 years. You see a young 30-year-old woman looking like 50 because she's overworking. I know cooking is your duty as a woman, but sometimes if you're too tired, please, you can outsource. You can hire a chef. You can order takeout. It's not a crime. I pity those of you that used to say, oh, my husband cannot eat any food that is not my food. You will suffer and suffer and suffer. That's why sometimes these men will just wake you up by 3 o'clock in the morning, by 12 midnight to come and cook for them. Meanwhile, there are wives, trophy wives, side chicks that are just there. The man will just wake up. Whenever he wants to wake up, he can cook for himself, or he'll just, order, do for you breakfast in bed. You don't like that kind of life. You want to be suffering. That's why I said marry who loves you, marry who have empathy for you, because man that doesn't like you does not care. In fact, wake up 12 midnight and start pounding yam. He doesn't care. The place I'll personally draw my boundaries is on my kids, and I would advise you do the same. Ensure that your kids are the only thing, the major thing that you do by yourself, except maybe you have trusted family members like your mom that can assist, because kids are fragile and the days are evil. You know what I mean? Don't be scared to hire a maid. If you are scared of maids, you must not live with them. They must not live with you. You can get maids that you'll be supervising, and they'll be coming and they'll be going. They must not live in your house. It's simple like that. Anyway, my next point, I don't even know what number I'm making. But shall learn bedmatics and sex styles. It will help a lot. You see these side chicks. In fact, this is one of their #1 strategy. That is why they'll be feeling like, oh, they have your man in their bounds and all that. Because, my dear, if you know what these side chicks used to do with your men, I did not say you should cross boundaries. Though. There are some styles that you should not near because they have health effects. They have side effects. You see those ones. If he says he will get a second wife if you don't do it, my dear, don't do it. You should get second wife. Because if anything happens to your nyash, that man will leave you in the hospital and he will run. Have you heard me? Learn sex styles and, bedmatics. Be open-minded and improve your sex game. He's your husband. It's not your boyfriend. It's allowed. Yeah, it's in your matrimonial home. But please don't be stupid. It's not everything that you should do. Know your boundaries when it comes to that stuff. Another tip is don't be afraid to build that man, especially when he has it. Don't get me wrong, I don't say you should go and build the man senseless. So don't say you should ask for what he doesn't have just because he loves you. What I'm saying is, build him. The time that man went to your father and said, oh, I have seen apple, I want to plug, and so on and so forth. He knew that he was taking full responsibility of you. So it's his duty. Just don't ask senselessly for things that will make him go broke. Because, my dear, if you don't ask that man, I can assure you, side chicks are not smiling. They will surely ask. And my dear, if that man is not spending on you, he's spending it somewhere else. That's the painful truth. So why give chance? Spend that. Spend it. It's your husband. not your boyfriend. Another tip is invest in your self-care. Take care of yourself. It's very important. Don't you see how these side chicks look? They're looking well taken care of. If you see their skin, if you see their hair, if you see their clothes, if you see their jewelry, you know that and it's your husband that is buying it. Sorry. Those that have husbands that are carrying side chick, it is their husband that is stealing it. Make sure you're looking pink. Make sure if they see you, they'll be like, oh, is this a model? Like, don't give chance. The fact that you're married does not mean you should not look good. My dear, leave all this nonsense that people are talking. The fact that you're married even means that it is now you should start living life. Like, it is now you should start enjoying. It is now that you should change. It's now that you should be looking fine. Like, you have somebody that's actually taking care of you. Yes. Another point is drop your touchiness for once. If you don't really have an open mind, you are just, if they say dress like this, say, your husband will tell you, look, let's go to the club. You say, your husband will say, oh, will you be willing? Let's go to the beach. Oh, I to church. My dear, drop your touchiness, because if you don't do it, trust me, girls that want to live la vida loca, they are there. They are ever ready to go to the club with your husband. You that is there doing churchiness. That's why some women will be married and they'll still be feeling shy, or they'll still be feeling too holy to do things that are even permitted in marriage. Like, okay, I understand, for single people, there are so many things that are prohibited between a man and a woman, but you are married and you are still doing churchiness. Please, that one is not even godliness. That's just pure churchiness. That's not godliness. There's nothing wrong with wearing sexy clothes for your husband if he likes it. And let me tell you, men like that kind of thing. Many men like it, but many of them will not want to carry their wives and do it. Instead, they'll go out and be carrying side chicks. Haven't you seen the types of side chicks they are carrying? They are carrying side chicks that are wearing skimpy, like they're not even smiling. They take these girls to meetings, business meetings. They take them to nice places. They introduce those girls as their wives. Many of them introduce those girls as their wives. They are ashamed to carry you out, but they are carrying that skimpy girl that you used to sit down and be judging and be saying, hey, she's a demon, she's a this, agent of Jezebel. My dear, those are the types they are carrying. Yeah. Facebook is a very funny place, because I saw where a lady posted a gown that she made, a mini gown. It was not that mini, a very decent mini. Her cleavages were not even showing. And then she posted it and said her husband loves dresses like this, so she did this one. Her husband was so happy. She wore it with him. They went out. They went to eat. Come and see wife materials. Churchy men, all of them were in the comment section. Oh, that is not decent. I was like, excuse me, oh. She is you that is her husband. You're not her husband. She went out with her husband in skimpy and you are complaining. Why are you complaining? Is it your business? I also saw one video where they said something happened between a lady and her husband. Okay, I can't remember that, but I think it's that Burna Boy story where a lady came out and said that the Burna Boy boxed her husband or something. I can't really remember the story, but she went out with her husband to a club. And Nigerians were shouting, what took a married man and woman to the club? But I was like, excuse me, which kind of a mindset is that? What will not carry husband and wife to club? Are they not married? If husband and wife do not go to club, is it you that is single that should go to club? People just see this marriage thing as where you go and kid yourself. You think marriage is cathedral, is church, where you go and be doing churchy things. Better drop religion and make your marriage enjoyable. Make it fun, make it lively, try out new things. That tip is love yourself, have self-confidence. If you see many of these side chicks, the self-confidence they exude, even wives don't have it. Like, those ladies are just so self-confident. You should have it. You should have that level of self-confidence. It's not enough if you package yourself finish and you know no self-confidence. It makes no sense now. Check them out. Carry yourself like a queen. If it's Igbos, we'll say, carry yourself like Wunye Odogu. You get the point? Don't be carrying yourself like, carry yourself as a big woman. Self-confidence. At least try and upgrade to trophy wife, so that even if the man leaves you, you know that at least you once enjoyed when it was your time. Oh, rain is now falling. All these things I'm saying does not guarantee you a lasting marriage, but at least it will guarantee you a happy one. You are happy, the man too is happy, everybody is happy, marriage moves on. Take note that man that does not love you, that does not have empathy for you, will hardly even do. See, let me tell you, many men that love their wives, they're even the ones buying skin pea for their wives. They're even the ones doing nice things for their wives, doing for them breakfast in bed, telling them, no, my wife, I don't want you to use hand to wash, I want you to use washing machine. My dear, that is why I first started with love, because my dear, who does not love you will not do all this. And even if you do all these things, a cheat is a cheat, my sister. So don't kill yourself, but at least you know, say you enjoyed it when it was your time. You will not be among the people that you the man will just leave you, no business, no nice clothes, no nothing. My dear, at least you know that, yeah, you enjoyed it when it was your time. Simple and short. Life is too short to live in misery because you want to be wife material and be thinking, oh, how do I please this man, but me, I'll be dying miserably, I'll not please myself. Please upgrade. Okay, that brings me to the end, guys. Bye bye. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Oh yeah, see ya.